Hello again, welcome to another video. My name is Dina. There's so many reasons why winter is a challenging season for us houseplant parents. There is low light and the soil takes longer to dry, and there's a high risk of root rot. Tropical plants may stop growing and the leaves may turn yellow or brown. However, there are some plants that are still growing new leaves, like my heartleaf philodendron, for example, and my polka dot begonia. And then there's the watermelon peperomia. This is the same plant I got 3 years ago. It was one of the first houseplants in my collection. There are so many things to love about the watermelon peperomia, like the reddish petioles, the unique watermelon pattern on the leaves, and its compact shape. No wonder it's a very popular houseplant. And surprisingly, it's growing a flower spike. So I want to make sure that it makes it through this winter. In this video, I want to share with you my experience in growing watermelon peperomia and how I winter-proof my plant. I hope you can glean useful information to ensure your plant survives the winter, especially if it's new to your collection. Adequate light in winter is crucial. The watermelon peperomia needs a lot of consistent, bright, indirect light to thrive. Now, the light situations in our homes can be very different depending on your area and the location of the window where the plant sits. Consider moving the plant next to a window that gets the most light in winter. Keeping the leaves clean also helps the plant get as much light as it can. If possible, consider using supplemental lighting if natural light is not enough. I'm using one for my plant this winter. The soil takes longer to dry in winter, mainly because of low light and low temperature. So check your plant's potting medium and the pot's drainage, especially if your plant is in a decorative pot. If water does not drain off quickly and you have doubts about soil moisture, it's best to give the plant a day or two before watering. I'm glad I used a well-draining mix for my plant, and the terracotta pot also worked well because the pot is very porous, so the potting medium dries out quicker compared to a regular plastic pot. Consider repotting your plant into a pot with better drainage next spring if it is an issue, or maybe use clear pots. I love clear pots because I can see the soil moisture and be guided by that, so most of my house plants are in clear pots. Now we come to watering plants in winter. It's best to underwater than overwater the plants. If the watermelon peperomia is a bit underwater, the petioles droop and the leaves feel soft to the touch, and they perk up again after watering. But if the plant is overwatered and gets root rot, there's really no going back from that. You may need to water your plant once a week or a fortnight, depending on a lot of things. What works for me is to feel the top part of the soil. I also look at and feel the bottom of the pot and water if it feels dry. For my plants in plastic pots, I also feel the weight of the pot and water if it feels light. I don't miss the plant and I avoid getting the leaves and petioles wet when watering because they're likely to rot and die in winter. The pot may continue to drain water, so keep checking the bottom of the decorative pot and drain excess water. I use liquid fertilizer mixing in the water and fertilize in the warmer months, but not in winter. For me, the best way to propagate watermelon peperomia is to root cuttings in water and later plant them in potting medium. This is a fragile plant and the petioles break off easily. So when that happens, I use that cutting to propagate in water. What I did here was I potted up the baby plants together with the mother plant to create a bushy look. My watermelon peperomia has inflorescence or growing flower spike, and we can all agree that it looks underwhelming, so I will just trim this off so the plant can focus its energy on growing bigger leaves. Before it gets too cold, move the plant to a more sheltered area or bring it indoors if you haven't already. When the temperature drops to 10 degrees and lower, you may find issues like split and curling leaves. Ideally, it will be an area next to a window that gets a lot of bright light, but away from cold drafts and heating vents because this can reduce humidity around the plant. Finally, what else is there? I guess just chill and enjoy growing the plant. I have learned to accept that my watermelon peperomia may never have leaves as wide as the palm of my hand, like on some images I've seen online. Once in a while, it will have curling leaves and split leaves, and I won't know what to do. I'm okay with that. I hope to grow watermelon peperomia for years to come, and I'm just happy that it's thriving for now. That is all for today. Thanks again for watching. Please check the link video for more watermelon peperomia care, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Press the like and bell icon, and I'll see you again in the next video.